In Dragonfly, defining the classes that you offer is a 3-level activity. The first level is the class itself, which defines some basic information about the class. Next, the class offerings define the dates that a class is offered to customers. Finally, the class sessions are the individual class meetings within a class offering. This lesson covers the creation of the class itself. There are separate lessons for class offerings and class sessions. The classes form is divided into 3 tabs, one for the class definition, one for the offerings, and one for the sessions. At the left of the Classes tab is a list of currently defined classes. By default, only active classes are shown. To show the inactive classes, that is, ones that are no longer offered, click the Show Inactive Classes checkbox. To make changes to an existing class, click on it to load it into the editing area. To add a new class, click the Add Class button below the classes list. Assign each class a unique name, which describes what the class covers, not when it is offered. Assigning a number to the class is optional. In the description field, enter a more complete description of what is covered in the class. If desired, you can define the minimum and maximum number of students that can enroll in an offering of the class. If the class consists of multiple class sessions each time the class is offered, enter the number of sessions in the Sessions Count field. For example, you may have a class where a single offering consists of 4 sessions, each Wednesday evening for a month. By default, the active box is checked, making the class available. Uncheck this box when the class is no longer offered. If this class will be offered on a repeating basis, check the recurring checkbox. This option is handy for something like a block of the month class, or for a class that you offer once each month or once each quarter. If you check this box, check the Auto Charge checkbox if you will be setting up automatic payments for the customers enrolled in the recurring class offerings. Note that this option requires your store to be set up for integrated credit card payments. If the class does not repeat on a regular basis, you will create the offerings one at a time on the Offerings tab. Watch the lesson on class offerings for more information. The Dragonfly Document Builder allows you to create information sheets for the class. If an info sheet has been defined for this class, select it from the list of defined info sheets. If a product or product kit is required for the class, enter the SKU of that product or kit in the Required Product SKU field. If you don't know the SKU of the required product or kit, you can use the Fast Search field to find the product or kit, and its SKU will be automatically entered in the SKU field. Each class must be registered in the store's product registry to allow for payment of the class. To register a class as a product, enter the name of the class as it will appear on the point of sale receipt, the class's SKU number if you want to assign one, and the retail price of the class, without tax. When you save the class will be automatically registered as a product. If you have checked the recurring checkbox, the Auto Create Offerings section of the form will be enabled. These fields let you automatically create the upcoming offerings of the class. First, specify the date of the earliest offering, and the date of the last offering in the recurring cycle. Next, choose if the recurring offerings will be held daily, weekly, or monthly. Depending on the option you select, you will be able to enter additional details of when the offerings will be held. If each class offering has a single session, you will also have the option of automatically creating the sessions as well as the offerings. If the sessions are to be created as well, be sure to enter the session start and finish times. In the unlikely event that you have a recurring class with multiple sessions for each offering, you will need to create the sessions one offering at a time. Once you have set the recurrence options, click the Create Offerings button to create all the offerings in the date range you have specified. You will be shown a listing of all the offerings before they are created, so you can confirm that the right offering dates are listed. If you are creating both offerings and sessions, click the Create Offerings and Sessions button instead. In general, classes should not be deleted, as this would cause you to lose historical information about the class. If a class is no longer offered, uncheck the active checkbox rather than deleting the class. However, if you create a class and it has never been offered, you can safely delete the class by clicking on it in the class list, then clicking the Delete Class button.